Okay, we're back after a long day, but we're still here with you because we've committed. We've committed to do research daily and share that with you. So if you want to get that notification, hit the bell down below. We're looking at Dash right now because in the past week there was a lot of coins going down, right, in the reds some days. And when all the coins were going down, basically the whole list was red, Dash was the only green, and it stood out. And I heard a lot of people mention this when they're doing reviews of the markets, but no one really looked into why. And if you can think of anything, put it in the comments down below. But if you can't, that's okay, because it's lucky that you have us here at Crypto Living to do research for you. So what we found is that Dash, and we knew some of this already, so we used previous knowledge with current knowledge. We put that together, and it's a lot better than just one or the other. You know, I hear a lot of YouTubers and people like Trayvon James, but people are starting to catch on to that one, how he was basically pretending to be interested in cryptocurrencies and like cryptocurrencies. He was lying to himself and other people. He was just in it for the money. He really doesn't know what he wants, and he has no experience with it. He really is leading a huge portion of the community, and he doesn't know what he's talking about. He says that he came up with cryptocurrency casinos, and you know as well as I do that you can't. You know, casinos have to make a profit. They're not a smart way to go, and so he's directing his traffic, directing people to this casino, directing people to put their money and lock their money in for a year into things like BitConnect. Well, these companies aren't even that sound. So we look into sound companies, and we'll only and we don't even tell you what to invest in. We just give you the truth, and then you can make your own decisions. But what we found with Dash was that it used to be called dark coin, and so it was basically one of those dark web coins. And I didn't really find out till I was late on the Dash train, to be honest, but still early, a lot earlier than most people. So it was about just over a year ago when I found out about Dash. And I was buying lots of Monero at that time. I can remember it very clearly. I was buying Monero because I saw it just starting to be used on the dark webs. And I said to myself, this is how Bitcoin gained a lot of strength in the early years, was being used on the dark web. And I saw that any coin that has a use and that people actually find useful, and with Monero, people are using it because it's more anonymous and private, it goes up with time. So I bought a bunch of Monero, and actually Dash surpassed Monero and went up to $100 from like $10 to $50. It was probably around $20, and Monero was around $8. I don't know exactly what the price of Dash was because I wasn't watching it until it hit up around $80, and then surpassed 100. That's when I bought it. So sitting at $700 right now, so it was early. Just it could have been earlier. I know I was in Monero very early, and you know, it took a while for me to get my returns on that one. So that's why now we research all coins and not just the ones that we hear about. We actually look into coins that are doing good. And how do we find out they're doing good? We go to our special website that gives us lots of data. But Dash, so here's a little bit of a description of Dash. Dash, known earlier as Darkcoin, is a very popular alternative cryptocurrency with a focus on transaction speed and privacy. Instead of using a single mining algorithm like Bitcoin's SHA-256 or Litecoin's script, it relies on X11, a collection of 11 algorithms which are there to ensure fair distribution of coins between miners. At the time of writing, it holds a firm position in the top 10 cryptocurrencies by market capitalizations. So it has this mining algorithm, and it relies on a few of them. And I actually heard about Dash not too long ago, a couple months ago, and noticed it again. It stood out as being the top coin for another reason. I'll show you that in a second. But so they rebranded from Darkcoin to Dash, and it was mostly a community effort. The community was suggesting the name, and so it's a very open sourced project. This used to be, this article was written when it was still Darkcoin, yeah, it's a project that's very useful and has lots of advantages. Here's their website, and they update. It is really digital cash, and I think Bcash, Bitcoin Cash, is trying to kind of be like Dash in some ways, as well as try to be like Bitcoin. But I think they got some of their inspiration or motivation from Dash for sure, as being the digital cash. So Dash is also very good for the dark web as well, and it's one of those coins that are very fast, and maybe that's why the community wanted to call it Dash. So they have here some news. So let's also look in the news and see if that's the first instinct you'd have to see why the price is up and not down. But the reason we see all different cryptocurrencies in the reds at the same time and in greens at the same time is because of bots, and bots trading in and out of cryptocurrencies and pegging on the US dollar or other cryptocurrencies that are in the reds when every other one is in the greens. But Dash forms a partnership with Kuva Cash to fight inflation in Zimbabwe with cryptocurrency. And if you follow our channel, we've talked about Zimbabwe's inflation and how cryptocurrencies are a huge solution there, and people are buying them sometimes for twice as much just to have them, because they need like basically a room full of cash to buy, you know, something very small there. Their money is worth so little. So they could take that room full of cash and buy like a percentage of a Bitcoin, and that Bitcoin is way more useful to them because it doesn't go down with time. So it's better for their savings. And isn't that bad? Like using cash, it goes to show what can happen. You save up cash your whole life, so you start putting it under your bed. You know, you save up, you finally get a stack of cash. You're so proud of yourself, but now your whole childhood and youth and 20s is gone. And then in your 30s, you're trying to become even better and successful, and then you get a couple $100,000, and then if you're even lucky, you get $1 million by the time you're 50, 60, retiring, saved up. And then your whole life's gone, and then you realize it. Well, in Zimbabwe, you could do that, fill up a room, think you've succeeded, and that would take a lot of your life, and then that room full of cash would be worth nothing. So that's what inflation does. And this is why cryptocurrencies are so exciting. And then we have their website here, talking about what Dash is. Their sponsors here, core team compensation. So you can go over this. I think it's one of the more important cryptocurrencies for you to research if you are researching. They also have weekly updates on their website, so they keep everybody updated and connect with them. So here we're on masternodes.pro, which is a website that collects data for masternodes. So basically a masternode would be you being a node in the network, kind of like all computers that are mining Bitcoins are connected, and all people that have cryptocurrencies are kind of like a node. They kind of have a node, right? A part of the network, a data point in the network. Well, a masternode is holding a certain amount of coins. So a lot of times it's 1,000, 5,000. Here it's 50,000 with masternode coin. So you hold that amount of coins, and then you get a certain amount of money daily. It's a passive income, and part of the way that the network works. So you get rewarded. It's kind of similar to staking, but you do need a certain amount of coins to have a masternode. And it'll show you all the data here. So it shows you what it's worth and the daily profit, and then weekly profit here, monthly profit, yearly profit. So let's look down here. At some of these, you can see that the node worth is the first number. So 70,000, 2,000. A lot of them are worth 3,000 to 5,000, or even in the hundreds, or even, you know, this one's worth $50. And this is Arctic coin. But so if we look at Dash, it is probably the best masternode you could have, and it's worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I don't know what this is, because it's probably just the website's data, but we can't really look at the daily profits right now. But you can imagine if, let's find a similar one. So this one, oh no, we can't see the data for that. All these ones, we can't see the data for some reason. But so this one's worth $22,000. This one's worth $28,000. So let's look at this one. It gives you $34 a day, and per year, where did that go? 28. So per year, you get here you get $12,000 per year for holding that masternode, that many coins, 1,000 coins or whatever it is. You're gonna get $12,000. So basically, you're getting about 50% per year. That's good interest rates, and it's very secure interest rates, not like some of these other high yield interest programs where you're giving your money to someone else. You're holding your nodes and your coins. So it's very lucrative and very desirable. The only other closest one I see is this one that's $75,000 for a masternode, and that's monetary unit. So that one makes 10,000. So you can imagine if the one that's worth 28,000 makes 12,000 a year. This one here, Dash, is worth about 10 times that. So it's going to probably make you about, what did we say, 12,000 a year. So it's going to make you about $120,000 a year. So basically, you have the best job. So you could have a very good career that doesn't even pay you that much. So holding these masternodes is a full-time passive income, like a job. The B3 masternode would be interesting. You can come here and look at yourself. But the reason I'm mentioning this, Pivx masternodes, this was worth very little last time I was on here. Probably worth 1,000. Now it's worth 3,000. And the reason I'm mentioning this is because it goes to show you why nobody's selling Dash and why the prices never go into the red. Because people are holding their master nodes. People can take advantage of not selling and holding their coins. And you only get this masternode payment. You get more money when you have a certain amount. So people, what happens is they'll hold 1,000 Dash, let's say, have a masternode, and then they're getting half of 50% of that per year, about. So they got another. So say they were holding 1,000, they got another 500 in a year. Well, they'll be buying more in that meantime and trying to get another masternode so that they can make 1,000 Dash a year. So they're never going to sell. They're going to keep buying because they're looking at it. They're making constant profit and consistent profit on it. So why would they sell? And something like this is something you want, because when nobody's selling and everyone's buying more and more and more, that's very high demand, and that is what makes the price go up. And look, Dash surpassed the price of the Ether. They were sitting neck and neck for a long time there, a couple months, and Dash is surpassed and probably will never go back down as low as Ether is. So just like Dash surpassed Monero, when realistically, logically, Monero should have been the winner. Logically, if you thought about it, and tried to predict it, you would probably predict that Ethereum would have beat Dash. But so this is why. This is the part that we're not seeing, the whole masternode card. So before, actually, we'll go to the CoinMarketCap real quick. It took me so long to get this video ready that might have changed since the last time I looked at it a bit, but let's see if it changes at all. Keep your eye on these numbers. If I refresh the page here. Yeah, I don't think it changed very much. Actually, it's probably constantly updating anyways. But sometimes it is interesting to look at my video the day before and see what these numbers were. And sometimes I compare it and show you the difference when it's, crazy difference, just to prove to you that that has changed so much. So Bitcoin dominance 56%. We have a market cap of $330 billion. That's kind of something to celebrate about. Bitcoin's sitting at $11,000. Most exchanges it'll be in the $10,000. But CoinMarketCap gets its data from getting the average from putting all the exchanges together. Bitcoin's up today. Bitcoin Cash is down, and people are starting to see the truth when Roger Ver and some of these people tried to basically say that Bitcoin Cash was going to overtake Bitcoin and destroy it. What I thought about was something I've been hearing a lot and actually believe is that the new companies that people that are going to succeed and be very successful are the ones that are going to be transparent and have integrity. So basically, we are in the times of everything being revealed, the times of enlightenment, whatever you want to call it, where people aren't as easily fooled. And so if you try to fool people, it's not going to work. You're not going to succeed. The way to succeed is to have integrity and really have the best people's best interest in heart. And if you don't, you're not going to get it past the population anymore. You used to be able to. So I think that's what's happening here with Dash and Bitcoin Cash, or Bcash, Bitcoin Cash, and Bitcoin, is that people are waking up. People are not going to get fooled very easily, and people are not buying it. People aren't buying into this bullshit we're being fed. People aren't as stupid as we used to be. We're waking up. We're catching on, and you can't use those old control and dominate tactics that you used to. They're not going to work. And so this is just confirmation of what I already assumed was going to happen with this whole Bitcoin Cash thing. So because I have trust in the people is basically what I'm saying. If they took it by force, that's a different story, which they're trying to do as well. But ultimately, since it's Bitcoin, the community has to have consensus, and we really have to vote with our money, and people are voting for Bitcoin. I'm not saying Bitcoin Cash won't do well. I do think it'll definitely go up, and sometimes maybe even it'll have better weeks or months than Bitcoin, as we've seen. But so I am holding Bitcoin Cash, but I don't want to move all of my money over to Bitcoin Cash just because I think Bitcoin's going to die. If I did that, I better assume everybody else is going to do that, and if we all did that, we'd basically be writing our own death sentence for Bitcoin and buying in and falling for this domination attempt to basically dominate us. There's a lot of people that want to dominate us, and we're not letting them anymore. And we see that with the stock markets. We see that with lots of things. The banking industry not doing well. We can no longer be dominated as easily as we used to be. So Dash here is 774. It's there is a way to here to get, here we go. So instead of looking at the 24-hour percent change, we can look at the 7-day percent change, and that'll give us a lot clearer picture of what's going on. BGold seems to be 950. See, when I bought 150 or more. Actually, did I buy 200? I think I bought 250 on BCold. I went almost all in on that because I've been seeing in the past that I've been, kind of doubting, just putting a bit of money in. So when I believe in something now, I put I put enough money in to actually see some profits. Instead of seeing 1,000 to actually see some, some life-changing profits. But and then I started doubting it a little bit there when it was going down at $6. And this is why you should never buy at an all-time high, right? If it's doing very well, assume it will go back down to a fairer price, as well as dollar cost average. I was too excited to get it into OmiseGo, so buy over a couple months when you're getting in, just to be sure that the price isn't going down first, because that's what a lot of people do is they buy. They might it's probably what's going on with Bitcoin a lot. People will buy in because they see the percent growth, right? The old buying out of emotions. So they buy at 10,000, 11,000 Bitcoin. Then it goes down to 800, 700, consolidates, has a correction, stays there for a while, and then they panic sell, get out. You know, at least it's a good thing they don't get go all out a lot most of the times. Sometimes they'll keep a bit in, and you know, I didn't sell. I probably sold about half of my OmiseGo. 190% here with Nextcoin, Populous back to 1260. Definitely bought some Populous myself. Qtum I bought a couple of. BitConnect's here at $320. EOS is at $4 now, guys. That's insane. I couldn't believe even the little bit of money I put into EOS, what it made me very quickly. Made me a couple $100, and I only bought like 50 of them at these were about 40 cents a month ago. So 40 cents to $4, that's 10 times growth. So you don't want to get into these coins and tokens when they've got a lot of hype around them. They're doing very well. Most likely EOS is going to have a consolidation and not jump too much past this, at least not right away. It could, depending on how fast they're moving with the project, but realistically, you want to get in when there's no hype, not a lot of hype. Believe in the project, see the project will do well, but get in when nobody's talking about it. And that was the mistake I made with OmiseGo. Now we'll look at we have our biggest gains here, Nextcoin and Einsteinium. So we're going to do small reviews of those coins. But first, we're going to show you the Bitcoin Gold, Dash, and Monero price analysis for the week.
From FX Empire, it's Christopher Lewis looking at the Bitcoin Gold, Dash, and Monero markets for long-term charts week of December 4th. You can see that Bitcoin Gold did fall during the week, testing basically 250 in what had been a bloodbath in Bitcoin itself, and that's not a surprise that we got a similar reaction over here. We need to hold 250. If we do, then I think eventually we'll go higher. Break down below 250, sends the market down to 160. Over here in Dash, we broke $800. We pulled back a bit. We're a bit overbought here, and we are crossing on the stochastic oscillator. I would look for a pullback to 600, maybe even 500 to get involved. A break above the top of the candle is an impulsive move to the upside, but you have to start to question how sustainable that would be. Monero looking a little healthier than some of the other markets, breaking above 200, but I think this is a little bit of a shooting star. Crossing stochastic oscillator suggests that a pullback's coming. Look at about 140 as value.
Right? So he's showing you right now, don't get in. They're overbought, those ones. And also with the Bitcoin Gold one, since it's going down, it's not a good time to get in until you see what the next step is. If it goes above this resistance point, then yes, time to get in. It's going up. It's doing well. If it goes down below the low resistance point, then it could go down really low. So these are, you know, things to think of before you get in. And he said with Dash that, you know, it's got this huge gains, basically going to the moon, and he's saying that where it's at right now, it's very overbought. Probably people saw it going up and overbought it a little bit, but they could also be overbuying for those nodes that we talked about, those master nodes. So he also did say that he got a question how sustainable it is, because it looks like it's going to go up, keep going up consistently, but then he questioned how much sustainable is this? Like, it, you know, why would it keep going up? What reasons are there for it to keep going up and keep gaining value and being more valuable over time, and not just people overbuying it and overvaluating it? Well, because it's one of the few things with that masternode, it's one of the few things that you can make $100,000, $120,000 salary per year just owning a Dash masternode. So obviously people are going to be overbuying that, trying to get in, and it's real fundamentals. There's nothing there that's, you know, non-transparent. It's a real solid coin. So here's Nextcoin. So if there's one other coin other than Bitcoin maybe that you want guaranteed profits and you want it to be guaranteed to go up over time, Dash is the one, even over BitConnect. You know, Dash has nothing there to make it collapse over time, where, you know, some of these other ones might. You know, even Bitcoin's future isn't 100%. Right now, with the whole government trying to destroy it, the media trying to make people think it's a bad investment and that it's going to go down, bankers and all these big financial people that people trust for their financial information telling them it's going to go down. And then we have Bitcoin Cash standing to make trillions, billions right now, but since Bitcoin could be potentially worth trillions, to destroy it. So it's worth billions of dollars to destroy Bitcoin. And we see that people have shorted and tried to bet on it going down and lost. So I don't think people will be doing that again until it really starts going down, and there's some indicators that it's falling through the bottom, but that's probably not going to happen. Even with Bitcoin Cash trying to destroy it and all these things that are threatening it and making the future uncertain, we still see that it stays strong, as with anything that tests it. Whatever doesn't kill Bitcoin always makes it stronger. But Dash, there's nothing trying to attack or destroy Dash right now. It doesn't have as much attention. It's probably better to store your money in or to make money if you're trying to hide that, or you want to keep, you know, quiet about what you're doing. So this next coin chart, we just had this huge spike. So less than 1 cent to 0.3 cents. And actually, it was one of the coins that I was holding a bunch of for a while there. Especially at the beginning of this year, I was holding. But look what happens, right? So you see this period of time where it does nothing. It stays the same. And right around here, you get kind of tired of that, and you get impatient. And so you're like, okay, I could put my money in some of these other things that are doing very well. So you take your money out, and then look what happens, right? And so it had a huge pump here, a drop where you could have bought in very, very cheap, and then a straight up pump. This is like almost unheard of, except for the beginning when it first came out. So something's going on at Nextcoin. And let's look at the website to see if we can get any hints or clues. So own your data, control your name, control your rights, control your files. Next, NXT decentralizing the future. It's an advanced blockchain which builds on and improves the basic functionality of pioneering cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin. Cryptocurrency and financial systems are the first widely used applications of blockchain technology, but the blockchain and its associated technology can be used for so much more. NXT revolutionizes the financial technology, crowdfunding, and governments industries by providing not only the groundbreaking NXT cryptocurrency, but also a powerful modular toolset to build with in any way NXT users can imagine. NXT gives users complete freedom to create their own applications, kind of like Ethereum. I'll read this. Next, NXT, Digital Finance and Decentralized Application Platform. Your business. Your business, Nextcoin, direct peer-to-peer payments. Your business, asset exchange. So you can connect your business to a blockchain and a payment system, to an asset exchange, to a monetary system. You can connect your business to messaging, secure communications, your business smart contract system, account controlled. You get to control it. Plugins, security, all these things you can connect to your business with Nextcoin. You can have a voting system, questions, answers, whatever the shape of your business, we've got the tools to help you succeed. And so it seems like they're actually maybe doing some stuff, because we see this is why it's going up right here. Their first application on the Nextcoin blockchain. So if we go over here, we see a Gellerita, maybe. It's a Nextcoin production. So Nextcoin is basically like Ethereum, okay? But it probably has more pieces to it that you can add, kind of like that video showed us, right? It has specialized applications, not just a blank slate, but it probably has other things that you can use, other interfaces and things like that. It's probably a lot easier to use than Ethereum as well. So Ingis and Ador coins will be allocated to users' accounts in the Ardor Genesis block. So basically, let's watch this video, because let's read this. Gellerita is developing a next decentralized scalable blockchain platform at Ardor, currently running on a testnet. I swear there's a cryptocurrency like this, but it was probably a little bit different spelling. The unique design of this, there's Augur, and I don't know. The unique design of this platform allows the simultaneous existence of multiple blockchains known as child chains, with many features and with their security guaranteed in a global level by the parent Ardor chain. The first child chain of Ardor will be the Ignis child chain, which will use Ignis tokens for its operation. All existing and well-tested NXT blockchain features will be available on the Ignis child chain, which multiple Ardor platform specific enhancements being added. So just like Ethereum has ERC20 tokens that are basically Ethereum tokens, but child, I guess this is the way the terminology they use is child chain tokens. So on the main Ethereum chain, but kind of like side chains of it. So I won't go too much into this because, you know, you can come read this yourself. We'll put some links in the description. But that's why Nextcoin's going up most likely, because it has its first application. And it's got asset exchange, monetary system, data cloud, voting system, and account control. You can create your own project on NXT. Launch your own digital currency, trade, share, and exchange other currencies supported by NXT. Data storage, publication, and verification on the NXT blockchain, secure, simple, and effective. Voting system, create customized polls and verified via the NXT blockchain. Personal empowerment via the blockchain. Account control, create secure multi-signature accounts with NXT. Decentralized autonomous organizations, made easy. So yeah, it's a vault of resources, I guess, for developers, but also they seem to have a client tier native NXT client. So basically, an application or yeah, an interface here for you to work with and through. That's their yeah, I don't know. I'm not here to find everything about it. I'm just here to see the basics, right? So I don't know what this means. The fact that they have 0 nodes, 0 blocks per day, average block time, last block height, -7. I don't know. I think I think they have a blockchain, so you know, but they have no nodes and no blocks per day, so it's weird. We'll have to you'll have to find that out if you're actually interested in using this. I don't see any need to use it, but I've been owning it on Poloniex for at least 6 months now, maybe even longer. It's on Bittrex, Changely, and Stocks.exchange, which is interesting. It's on Stocks.exchange. Is that a stock exchange or a cryptocurrency exchange? Probably crypto exchange, but yeah, they got a good name. Stocks.exchange. Yep. Except it's not stocks, they're cryptocurrencies, they're assets, they're tokens. Come on. So that's, you know, that's about all for Next. I am going to come back and do a little bit more reading because I don't currently have full understanding of this, but some of you might not be as interested, so we'll move on to Einsteinium. So it's up 40%, and it's 0.89 US dollars. my younger brother told me the other day. He said he's gonna he already did put all his money, all his Bitcoin into Einsteinium, because I guess he saw some of these pumps here probably and wanted to take advantage of it. I guess I don't know what he saw, but he told me to trust him. So all I said was, I'm pretty sure I bought, because I did buy Einsteinium over a year ago. I bought it probably around probably around summer 2016. I bought Nextcoin. So when it had its first dip there, I guess around there, I noticed it. But then I was holding it and it lost me money, Einsteinium, right? So I told him, I said, I don't think that's such a good idea. I lost money on it, I said, or at least didn't make any money. So I took it out of Einsteinium, most of it, if not all of it. And then when he mentioned that, he put all his money in, I went back and checked it and saw that, yeah, okay, it's been active recently, and and then I put some more money, a little bit of money into it, not very much, just enough so that he couldn't have been, say I told you so, and I have not have, benefited or have listened to him. And look at what it did. Look at what it did. This is a huge pump. So I wish I would have put more money in it. It's insane. So he did just send me $200 worth of Bitcoin that I bought off him. So maybe he cashed some of it out already, but I think it's almost time to cash out too. These pumps here, I'm sure it's going to go back down at some point, but it was at 0.1. Let's see here. It was at 0.06 on November 12th. Like, that is mind-blowing. Well, it's only went up 10 times, over 10 times. It's at 0.9 right now, so it's went up like 12 times, which is actually, what did we say? Ethconnect went up. It went up. Ethconnect went up, so it was at 0.05 cent. No, 0.5 cents. It was Ethconnect. Was 0.5 cents when it came out in the ICO, and now it's worth $5. So that's that's 1,000% growth, or it went up 100 times. So Nextcoin, where the hell did, or Einsteinium, sorry. Einsteinium went up 12 times, or 120% in actually, it went up almost 20 times. I'd say it went up, let's just say 15 times it went up. So, and that was only in like, a couple days? A week? 2 weeks? 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks, Ethconnect was a month. So those are some of the strongest gains this past month. Ethconnect and Einsteinium. Let me know in the description if you know of some more coins, in the comment section if you know some more coins that have had gains like this. So I don't know of too many, other than Bitcoin Cash there and EOS. Those are the other two that I've noticed pretty nice gains on. Bitcoin obviously as well. So Einsteinium, funding the future with the future of currency. Update your wallet before the hard fork. 7 days. So this is why it's going up. This is why it's going up. It's forking in 7 hard fork, which we'll look into a little bit more maybe later. This video is getting a bit long unless it tells us here real quick why the hell it's hard forking. But they have a web wallet, EMC2 mobile wallet. Their mission, the Einsteinium Foundation, and yeah, this is a foundation, by the way, the EMC2 Foundation. Their mission is to raise funds for scientific research. Our mining tax creates a pool of funds that provide grants to deserving applicants. Huh. Their mining tax, pretty cool, pretty interesting. So basically, they have coins that they just created, and it's interesting that a lot of these cryptocurrencies are just creating wealth out of nothing, and this is one of them. You know, so it's a good idea. It's about all. I don't know if it has any technology that's, you know, super advanced or anything like that, but with their mining tax, they should be using some of that taxes to create technology, if they don't already have it, that is different and revolutionary. We recently integrated crowdfunding into the process to award the grant beneficiary more funds than we could immediately supply. That's pretty cool. This enables us to market the project, our coin, our sponsor items, and the benefits of cryptocurrency to a wider audience. So far, the foundation has contributed 16 million EMC2 coins for science purposes. And if you look at its price at around $1, that's about $15 million they've donated for scientific purposes. So it's pretty cool what you can do. And that's just off of taxes. That's not even what they raised selling their coins. But now they're with their initial coin offering, but now they're mining the rest of the coins. So it's a funding platform for scientific research, cutting edge IT, and crypto projects. See? EMC2Me. So you can go there to EMC2Me. Wonder if it current status, assigning additional developers, progress of the current task. Yeah, so when they said we recently integrated crowdfunding into the process, they didn't integrate it into the website. They integrated it into the idea, I think. So they don't actually have it yet. This is our new fun social media platform. We call it Coin Wallet, powered by love. It's a messenger app with the ability to easily send gifts, drinks, flowers, kisses, love, etc. to your friends with coins attached to it. Share your feelings with the world and tip your friends with physical gifts or Einsteinium coins. Have some fun with EMC2. Really cool. That's not done yet either. That's not done yet either. Neither is that, neither is that, neither is that. So why is Einsteinium and the Einsteinium Foundation taking so long to build products? Like, they've been around since 2014. So that's something to think of as well. But if you or me, wanted to start a project like this, it would probably go about the same way. You'd have a lot of learning curves. The fact that they're doing these things now is good, and I like the transparency of the progress, and I like that they're doing new things. So this gives it new value over time and helps the price go up. So yeah, a lot of these things are under construction. But there are resources up here, roadmap, team. Maybe we'll have to check out their team because of what I just said about them. We'll have to see if I'm, you know, I'd like to prove what I'm talking about, and if I'm wrong, prove that I'm wrong. Store your coins in a secure offline version of Fort Knox. Here, users will be able to create and send invoices as well as receive invoices while also managing their developer licenses. Interesting. EMC Mobile, a lightweight mobile wallet that will give users the ability to do everything with the web wallet until they are up and running. Okay, so they're doing the mobile wallet first until it seems like they don't have enough developers is the problem. They have lots of good ideas, and they have good business, some good business insight, but not enough developers. They do have developers though, which is good to see. And then here's all their social media, your e-commerce marketplace where you can buy and sell products using EMC. So they have a lot of I'll follow to see their updates, but they have a lot of good ideas. So Coinomi has updated their code. It's safe to keep your coins on the Coinomi. Remember, it's always safer to keep your coins in your own wallet. So Coinomi is probably an exchange. Look at this, eh? So Einsteinium on the move. Welcome new community members. This was Einsteinium found HQ. So this is probably a fan Twitter. This is the real Twitter though that we're at now. That was December 1st. Okay. Okay. And because they're showing yeah, they're showing December 1st, which is up until here. So it's risen a lot since that tweet. You know, it's insane. It was about 60 cents when they tweeted that, and now it's worth about 80 cents. So this line actually is way up here now. And so they were right when they hinted to people that, you know, the rocket ship's taking off. And you know, if we would have followed their social media sooner, we would have got that hint and bought more. But perfect example of a company or a token that is slow, I guess. You know, it's taking a long time to develop because they have so much projects they're trying to tackle, I think. But this coin seems like they're selling the coin, they're selling the ideas more than developing them, and you know that's not a good thing, and why the coin is probably worth under $1. You know, it helps to have good ideas, but you got to back it up with something for it to really go to the moon. And so here's the team here. board member and treasurer. It's from here in Canada, where I'm located. So this is probably why their developers and everything are all over the world. It was probably an online community project that got started, and there's really probably not a lot of coordination. So an ambassador here, account manager, engineer. Yeah, they have COO, mobile developer, writer. They have people from all over the world. You know, if someone like us tried to start a project, it'd probably work out something like this. It'd probably turn out to be something like this over time. Take a long time because we're really not a big team with huge venture capitalists and a lot of resources and connections, and that's why it helps sometimes to work with and partner with existing companies and people that have already, you know, done a lot of this stuff, because I think that a lot of people are going about it the wrong way. They could be succeeding a lot more when they go to existing companies and people in the industries and areas they'd like to insert some new ideas into and work with them. So Einsteinium probably could have kickstarted and done things a lot faster if they worked with more people and were more open to working with more people and had better communication and better relationships between the group. And that's probably an example of a bad team. You know, good ideas, but a bad team that just does not work well together. And because it shouldn't take this long to get a friggin' mobile wallet. And update your wallet before the hard fork. So I guess maybe they do have a wallet. Let's try to check that out. They just don't have any applications for that wallet. So let's download the wallet, and if you want to support development, send EMC there. So they have a wallet, yeah, but they have a new Excalibur wallet. And technically they would have had to have a wallet from the beginning and from the get-go. So, but I don't know why it's saying this on their website that I guess it's because they don't have a mobile wallet yet, the web wallet. So they have a desktop wallet. That's what it is. And so this is their roadmap for the future, I guess. It would have helped if they would have shown what they've already accomplished, but no, they're just showing the future. So it's kind of, you know, makes it look like they haven't accomplished anything yet. But yes, they do have lots of ideas, and they're active. They haven't given up on the project, which is a good sign and a good thing, and probably what you should look at before you go and sell a coin. So don't make the same mistake I did, and you should have done this bit of research first before you sold it. So I'm gonna do some ICO reviews and a video tomorrow of all my the ICOs that I'm excited about, including this one, Latium. And we see that with Ethconnect. If you guys would have got on this one, and some of you that did, congratulations, by the way, good for you, for actually acting on you know, your ideas and what you believe in. But Latium is the next thing for those who missed out on Ethconnect in those 1,000% gains. 100 times, sorry, 100 times what they invested, they cannot now cash out a month later. So if you're into lending programs and you'd like to try Ethconnect, if you never got into BitConnect and you feel like it's too late, get into Ethconnect. We got a link down below in the description, and you can be on our team. If you do get on our team and we do get some sort of commission, we will give you 75% of that back. We're not trying to take your money, but we don't make anything for making these videos, and we've committed to them. So if you are, thoughtful and want to support these videos, then you can do it through that method, rather than doing something like Patreon, where you just give your favorite creators and people that you follow all of your money. So there's also basic attention token available to pay YouTube creators in now, and we're gonna do more work with that and apply for that, and then we'll see how that works too. This stuff's exciting, and that's why we do it. We're not in it for the money, but the money definitely helps, and definitely helps give it credibility. And we're not just a bunch of crazy people, fanatics. So same thing went with gaming. When people started making real money with it, it kind of proved to all the naysayers and basically made everyone have to shut up that talk bad about people that play video games. The same way, if you get into cryptocurrencies, everybody around you will start to respect you and look at you differently once you start to make money. So I suggest, if you're in them, keep it quiet until you succeed with them and you make those huge gains, and then you can tell people, so that they can't doubt you and they can't affect your decisions, because people will tell you it's a bad idea, and it affects your current holdings and your long-term holding plans. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Sorry for such a long video. If you got through to the end, congratulations and thank you so much. Leave a comment, and we'll talk to you later. Sorry, I do want to say one thing. It just came to mind. If you came and clicked on this video for some of the other topics that you saw in the thumbnail, just go to our channel and you can find version 1, part 1 to this video, and that's where we went over all the news and things like that. Peace.